Hi, this is Dr. Rajeshwar from YR Pharma Tube. This is the continuation of effective presentation skills. In the last two videos, we discussed assessing your skills and planning your presentation. If you did not watch them, I will give the links in the description below this video. Please watch them. In this lesson, we continue the effective presentation skills to concentrate more on slides and other visual aids. This is a very important topic for all the professional and technical students, including teachers, who often give seminars and presentations. So, let us begin our topic. Learning objectives. After this lesson, you will understand how to present the content in your PowerPoint, which include developing and using visuals, 10 tips for planning successful slides and visuals, content guidelines, which includes number and text charts, types of charts and graphs, using color, developing titles, visualizing ideas, revelation and build slides, directing your audience's focus. Here you will also have a checklist for keeping your audience focused, how to place your equipment and where it is placed, also how and where should be the presenter to stand. Finally, some tips using a pointer. Developing and using visuals. In this section, you will learn how to prepare and use slides and other visual aids in your presentation. Most presentations in the business and technical world use either overhead transparencies or more and more frequently computer projected slides. So we will focus on their use. However, tips on using flip charts, whiteboards and other media are also covered in this section. Use slides or visuals when you need to focus the audience's attention, reinforce your verbal message, stimulate interest, and illustrate factors that are hard to visualize. But do not use slides or visuals to impress your audience with overwhelming detail or animation. Avoid interaction with your audience. Make more than one main point per slide and present simple ideas that are easily stated orally. We have 10 tips for planning successful slides and visuals. When considering what type of visual presentation to use for your data or ideas, here are some rules of thumb to consider. Coming to the first tip, use slides sparingly. One of the biggest problems in technical presentations is the overuse of slides. A useful rule of thumb is one slide for every 2 minutes of presentation time. Number 2, make slides pictorial. Present graphs, pictures of equipment, flowcharts, etc. All these give the viewer an insight into the presentation. Otherwise, you would require to mention many words or columns of numbers. Number 3, present one key point per slide. Keep the focus of the slide simple and clear. Presenting more than one main idea per slide can seriously detract from the impact. Number 4, make text and numbers legible. Minimum font size on each slide should be 20 point. Check if the audience can read everything. If not, be prepared to provide additional explanation in handout material or highlight the areas of the chart where you want the audience to focus. Number 5, use color carefully. Use no more than 3 or 4 colors per slide to avoid a cluttered look. The colors used should contrast with each other to provide maximum visibility. For example, a dark blue background with light yellow letters or numbers. Number 6, make visuals big enough to see. Go or walk to the last row where people will be sitting in the hall and make sure that everything on the slide can be seen clearly. Number 7, graph data. Whenever possible, avoid table or data in favor of graphs. Graphs allow the viewer to picture the information and data in a way that numbers alone can't. Information on how to graph data is provided on the following slides. Number 8. Make pictures and diagrams easy to see. Too often, pictures and diagrams are difficult to see from a distance. The best way to ascertain this is to view it from the back of the room. Make sure that labels inside the diagrams are legible from the back row also. Number 9. Avoid unnecessary slides. If something can be stated simply and orally, such as the title of a presentation, there is no need for a slide. And number 10. Use builds and animation very sparingly. They can interfere with the content of the message. Content guidelines. Use a number of 25 to 35 numbers per visual aid. One number may contain many digits, so use your best judgment. The general rule thumb is to put raw data into the handout material or on backup slides. Data charts should only contain bottom line information, conclusions, and final results. In this case, only the totals line is essential. The rest of the information could be put in a handout. Avoid data dump, crowding your presentation with too many slides and too much information will reduce their effectiveness and impact. Usually, the fewer the better. Test charts. For word slides, use the 5 into 5 rule, that is 5 lines with a maximum of 5 words per line. This will result in no more than 25 words in the body of the slide, excluding the title. If you need more room, as in the figure, use more lines but fewer words. There is no need to repeat every word in your presentation. You simply want to reinforce your main ideas for the audience. The second picture is more effective to compare with the first one. Stating information clearly and concisely on your slides makes it easier for the audience to retain information. Types of charts and graphs. Following are several examples of how different types of information can be effectively presented using slides. The first figure is to show the comparison as a percentage of the whole, which usually uses a pie chart or a map chart. The second figure shows how items compare in rank. This is usually shown by a bar chart, that is horizontal lines, or a column chart shown in vertical lines. The third figure illustrates the changes over a period of time, and it is shown by using a column chart or a line chart, which are most typical. This figure explains the number of items in different numerical ranges. Column and line charts are also used here. And the picture on right hand side shows a correlation in which it shows the relationship between variables. Bar charts and dot charts are used to illustrate correlation. Here is a tip: when constructing visuals or graphics, employ the KISS principle, KISS, which stands for keep it short and simple. Don't overload slides with too much data. When you do, your audience will quickly lose interest or get lost. Simplify the slide and focus audience attention where you want it. Avoid slides like this one. Using color. With the ready availability of presentation software, color printers, and computer projectors, using color in slides is now quite easy. Presentation software programs all provide ready-made templates and color schemes. Or your company or organization may have a color scheme or template for you to follow. If you are choosing from those available in presentation software, usually the simpler designs are preferable. The following basic principles have to be followed when you use a color. Keep consistent theme or template throughout the presentation. Number 2, use a clear background for overhead and a color background for computer projected slides. Number 3, use high contrast to increase legibility. that is black text on clear or yellow on dark blue. Number 4, colors should not clash. They should have a high degree of harmony. And number 5, avoid clutter by using no more than 3 or 4 colors. Developing titles. There are 3 types of titles for your visual aids. They are topic title, thematic title, and assertive title. From the above 3 titles, the assertive title is usually preferred. Topic title is used when it is not necessary to convey a specific message but only to provide information or raw data, as in the example sales figures. The thematic title is used to tell the audience what information should show draw from the data presented. An example would be the second figure shown here, that is sales in 2019 were up 22% of 2018. And an assertive title is used when you want to give the audience your opinion about what conclusion they should draw from the data. As shown in the third figure, we should focus our sales effort in the northern India. Make your presentation people-centered, not media-centered. Avoid using too many slides and putting too much information on them. While you may need to use slides to present your data, remember that building rapport and interacting with your audience is critical. Slides alone cannot make a presentation interesting. Your enthusiasm and delivery is the key to making a presentation lively. Coming to visualizing ideas. Use the following forms to help you plan and visualize the slides you would like to use in a presentation. The first one is done for you as an example. Revelation and build slides. Covering part of an overhead transparency and revealing the contents by sliding the cover down is often used to control the audience's attention. Not surprisingly, most audiences do not appreciate this technique, so it is not recommended. For computer projected slides, you can build complicated information using the animation feature of the software. Just be careful about overusing this technique. When using build slides, use a consistent build direction throughout the presentation, that is, all from the left or all from the top. Don't use a build on every single bullet point. It gets too repetitious. Build to illustrate a process or sequence. For example, as shown in the picture, don't build such information, just put the whole slide up. Build a slide like this one that illustrates a process. Directing your audience's focus. Learn to direct the audience's focus where you want it. When you use slides, the audience's focus is divided. To win them back, you will need to redirect their focus. This is usually done by blacking out the slides. As shown in the figure, hey, pay attention to me too. And you need to take a step or two towards the audience. A tip: decide in advance where the audience should focus. Do you want the focus divided between you and the visuals, or do you need their undivided attention? This is a checklist for keeping your audience focused. Place a check next to the technique that you plan to use in your presentation. I plan to temporarily black out the screen to focus the audience's attention on myself. Shut off the overhead projector when giving a lengthy explanation and there is no need for the audience to watch the screen. I won't click the machine on and off frequently, but also I won't leave it on so long that they focus on the transparency and not on me. Turn a flip chart page when I have finished referring to it. When preparing flip charts in advance, I will leave 3 blank pages between each prepared sheet, so my next page won't show until I am ready for it. Erase the whiteboard when I am finished making a point for the reasons outlined above, any information noted by the audience and no longer needed for future reference can be erased. Show or demonstrate an object at the appropriate point and then cover it up when it is no longer in use. If the object remains visible, most people will continue looking out of curiosity and may miss some of my presentation. And the last, avoid passing objects around the audience since this is very distracting. Instead, I will walk into the audience and show the object to everyone briefly and then make it available at the end of the session. Placement of equipment. When using a computer projector or overhead, it should add, not detract from your presentation. This can be accomplished by placing the screen or flip chart at a 45 degrees angle and slightly to one side of the center of the room. In this way, a presenter can occupy the central position and more easily focus the audience's attention on the explanation of the data being displayed. Here, figure 1 shows how a room can be set up to maximize audience's focus on the speaker. And the figure 2 shows the room setup where the speaker is competing for attention with the visuals. Where and how to stand. One major problem when using visual aids is that speakers often give their presentation to the visuals and not to the audience. This problem can be easily corrected if the speaker remembers to keep shoulder orientation toward the audience at all times as illustrated in figure 1. Figure 2 shows what happens when your shoulders turn towards the visuals. Some tips on using a pointer. Laser pointers are needed only rarely and yet they tend to be overused. When you do not use one, remember, don't try to point with it if your hand is trembling. Instead, briefly circle the part of the graph or drawing you want the audience to focus on and then put the pointer down. Pointers are not needed on next slides since you can refer to each point by an item or number. Pointers should only be used to make quick visual reference on a graphic slide or to trace the relationship of data on a graph. Keep your body oriented toward the audience. Do not cross your arm over your body to refer to something on the screen. Instead, hold the pointer in the hand closest to the screen. If you are using an overhead projector, don't leave a pen, pencil or other type of pointer on top of the machine as a pointer. This can be very distracting. Here is a tip. Do not speak until you have eye contact with your audience. Look at the screen momentarily to recall the point you want to make and then turn to the audience and deliver it. If you must write something on the flip chart, overhead or whiteboard, stop talking while you write. That's all about slides and other visual aids. I hope you have understood how to develop and use your visuals, present your content using the tips explained, how to present the tables, charts, colors, developing slides, visualizing ideas, revelation and build ideas, directing your audience's focus, and finally the tips using a pointer. We continue the effective presentation skills to discuss on new technology for your presentations in the next lesson. Keep learning and keep watching my videos. If you have not subscribed to this channel yet, please consider to subscribe now. Thank you for watching this video.